And good evening, Nublings, and welcome back to another episode of Banner Saga. Today, we're going all out. We're stopping the save scumming from now on, and we're taking a much deeper look into the abilities we come across as we come across them. So with that on mind, let's get to it. In the last episode, we lost a couple people, but we also kicked some good ass. No. We're building up a good old waifu squad, as it were. Oh, we've got a new item. Dodge strength. What does that mean? I'm sure you can tell me in the comments what dodge strength specifically means. But from the sound of it, I probably want to put it on my tank, who is not this guy, because his abilities are... Yeah, so yeah, it's got to be the big guy, right? Return the favor, battering ram. Yeah, he wants to get in personal. Do I have to be level 2 to equip it? I don't know. Why does it say 2? Maybe. I don't know. Right. Right, yep. Let's check the market. So... right, yeah, that definitely makes sense. I don't want to spend that much for now. We'll be safe. We'll play it safe. Oh, is that all I can spend? Sure. On this jewel-encrusted headband, 2 armor per turn. So you get armor back every turn. I mean, I guess it's expensive, so that makes sense. Gifted heal, protects from death, strength. Right. Map. Oh, wait, I don't need to access this. I've gone over what this map is. Fuck. Okay, so we're over here now. We haven't really moved much. Where did we start? Somewhere along here, wasn't it? Right. Let's, wait, rest. Oh, shit! Wait, I thought I bought more supplies than that. Whoops, wrong one. Don't like the amount of loading screens, but it's cool, it's cool. Oof. Okay. Yeah, oh, in the last episode it said, what? I guess that's when I leave? Huh, that's odd. Well, how much did I lose? Only 4, so that's odd. Whatevs. Let's continue. You're only just outside the village when 2 men in red approach. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostville. A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan! He screams. What? We're not getting into a... Okay, I thought we'd get into a fight then for a second. What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skogir. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the field is abandoned. Nobody leaves. I mean, I was told to not ruffle too many feathers, but I guess I'm going to roleplay it like I would. And really, that's the most sensible thing, considering the amount of dredge we've seen. Bit of tough love, let's go. Dredge my ass! I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you've got 2 choices. Get back back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Jesus Christ, that's a bit heavy. Mogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I'd make a poor farmer. Really? I mean, this guy's a dick. He's threatening them. He's basically saying, stay here and get back to work, or I will kill you. In my mind's eye, that's basically slavery. Like, these two just want to leave. The other two just want to leave, so they're not defending their home. I mean, no, yeah, that's fuck, dude. Ivor steps forward. The thugs hesitate. As you pull your axe, you notice that Alette is nowhere to be seen. Uh-oh. Aw. Didn't tell me they wrote her out because she's potentially meant to be dead at this point. Oh, I don't know what the alternate was. She took her bracelet, the cheeky cunt. How dare she? Alright. Hogan and his brother Mogan have gotten the same question their entire lives. You don't find many twins about, and even fewer who know how to use an axe. Hogan tends to be the more level-headed of the two, which may explain why he ended up with a child and a wife. And his abilities are... This passive is... Okay, so I want to position him next to my... Do you want to position your shield wall people next to your tank and just have like a really beefy front line, or have this guy reinforce the back line? I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments, by all means. When multiple raiders stand next to each other, this effect is magnified. This guy isn't a raider, he's a thresher. So this is like the armor killer, right? 1 strength for 1 armor damage. So this is the one you really don't want to use against the people who can do the revenge hits. But it really fucked me up in one of the earlier fights. The character strikes multiple times, randomly hitting his opponents for 1 strength and 1 armor damage. On the last hit, Bloody Flail does damage equal to 1+1 for each ally standing adjacent to him. Last hit will randomly deal strength or armor. Question. It says each ally standing next to him. My enemy's allies? Like, if my enemy is surrounded by guys, is that bad for him? Bad for him? Or do I need to be surrounded by my own allies? I'm not sure. But I guess we'll find out. Bloody Flail does direct damage, making it useful even when the character is near death. Yeah, that's true. For this reason, it also does a good job of taking out wounded enemies who still have a lot of armor by bypassing it completely. So these guys seem to be like the true melee DPSs, which we have been lacking so far, because they can go in, take hits, and then still keep going. Okay, that's cool. And Mogan is the exact same. Mogan and his brother Hogan question their entire lives. Mogan tends to be the sort to act first and think later. This may explain the scar, among other things. Fair enough. I want her to... Yeah, I like this... Or wait, what's his ability? Mark Prey. I'm actually going to put this guy last. Putting this guy first so I can position the tank. This guy, chick second so she can lay her trap. These two is the DPS, and then this guy... and this guy, once these two, or as many people as possible are in position, will mark for prey and take out a big enemy. Hopefully. That's the plan. Oh wait, there's just a bunch of fucking peasants. There's no big enemies. This is sad. Oh, this is an interesting... Oh, fuck me. Archer... I wish I could see their range in this mode. Okay, so... I think I want this guy... Wait, can he not? Hold on. Hold on. I want this guy closer to the middle, really. Ideally. I think I think we really want to be killing those archers first. So what I'm gonna do is have her forward, have these two here, and hopefully these two go last. And hopefully if these two go last, actually yeah, we'll see the turn order. We'll go towards whoever's going first, because the last people will have to come and catch up, and hopefully we'll get to kill the archer first. So let's ready up. Okay, so it is these guys. Oh no, yeah. Okay. But these two won't be a threat in the first couple of turns. So long as I move my people away. In that case, I am going to go after these lot. Battering. No, I thought you had a defensive move, but that's fine. You're getting close. That's tasty. So how far is the range? On her attack. Okay. So that means hers is like likely the same, right? Do I actually just want to attack this person and weaken them? Because these guys aren't going to be a problem to her in this position. Only the archer is going to be a problem. Yeah. I think I'm going to do an upgraded attack on her. 6, 7, 8. Okay. That's cool. This movement here isn't particularly useful. Actually, do I want this guy to go in and just hack at this guy? Wait, no, this guy won't be having a turn for a long time. Who is next? This guy. I think we can afford to go all in this way. She seems to be just out of range and she'll take her move before. So, yeah. I'm gonna... Damn, that's not in range. That's just a wasted turn. How much armor has this guy got? This guy's weaker, more tanky. This guy's more tanky. Right. So this... Oof, what am I doing? None of that, please. You know, I think I actually just want to deal as much damage as I possibly can, since I'm a little bit out of position. Although moving him here does deny... Wait. He has to willpower. He'll actually be a very weak target to that if I go all out here. Okay. Alright. In that case, I'm moving him here. I'm going to deal double upgraded attack, rendering this guy nearly out of the fight. Alright, so he's going to use that. This guy's basically out of the fight. He only has 4. He has 8 armor. Yeah, so I'm going to attack this guy with bloody flail. Okay. And now we can just remove this guy. What's the range like on Mark Prey? Okay, so it is in melee range. Oh, we can just deal 5 damage though. I think Mark Prey is better, right? I wish it would 1 break damage, and these 2 will attack. So he'll deal 1, and he will deal a lot. Not enough, actually. Oh, shit! Okay! Holy shit! Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Can he kill her? Yeah. These 2 aren't a threat yet in my mind's eye. So I'm actually just going to finish the archer off because she scares me a little bit. Oh, look at that wasted turn, mate. 5. Okay, so now the question is... Okay, I actually really want to weaken this guy. I'm going to get away. Oh, Actually, if I move her away to here, how's the range on this? Damn it. Okay, I moved her too far. I should have checked the range first. I was going to put a thing in front of him so when he moved it would fuck him up. But, for now, we'll just reduce this guy's strength by 2. Oh! He's going for him? Really? I mean, okay. Sure thing, dude. This guy is weak, so I don't really... Actually, if we flail, should be alright. Who's got the least health? We'll go with you then. Come on! There we go. Yeah, this is much more satisfying without the saves coming. With the slight danger that's now in the game. 5 health. I kind of want to protect him. 4, 8. So yeah, this guy isn't really a threat to anyone. But this guy could be, so I am going to weaken him. How much can I do? 3 damage or shred the armor? I haven't got anyone surrounding, so I'm actually just going to do the flat damage. There we go. They really seem to want to go after this guy, but it's not going to do them so well. Okay, it actually might. No, he's got 5. This guy's going next. This white guy won't go for a while, so might as well really make this guy's attacks piss poor. Yeah, that's a fair shout. That's all you can really do. You are going to die now. This guy's going to take damage. 4 health, 1 health. I mean, it doesn't actually matter because they're both so weak. She can actually tank a little bit now. She has no willpower, so it's going to be 1 damage either way. I'm going to enter us into pillage mode, or am I? 4, 6. Who's got 2 armor? Yeah, there's no way. There is no way. Once we enter pillage mode, he gets his 1 turn, but it's not going to be enough because now he's just going to take a cubic ass load of damage, bloody flail style. Fuck you. And now that is what we in the business call a clean fight. Oh, I could have used the Horn of Willpower at any point. Fuck. Completely forgot about that. My bad. Defeat an enemy. Sorry. Defeat an enemy with a Thresher. Seems to be a lot of classes. Promotion. Lovely jubbly. Giant Boys level 3. Fuck yeah. The brothers thank you with wide grins. Soon, many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for Alette, who had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually you find her watching from afar. Hogan returns at that moment, introducing you his son and his wife, and you soon set out again. What's wrong with Alette? Is she pissed off that I killed a bunch of villagers? But they attacked us. Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distant since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleaf approaches you both. Don't know why I went a bit Scottish there. Alette, I have something for you. No, I said Alette, not Alexa. Alexa, stop. Oddleaf has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skoga. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Oni-chan? Wait, no, Dad. Oto-san! Are you the chief? Are you the chieftain now? Oh, fuck, I'm a fucking chieftain. No clue. Guess I'll have to find out later. Oh, then that means you're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddleaf has been teaching me how to sew. Sexist? She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mum? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogir throughout the years, just as done on every banner in every town. Damn, that must be big fucking banners. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of the banner about your family is short. But Alette has been sewing in colourful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this. Dredge, leaving home and... God, they see that Dredge is like a fucking apocalypse. Holy shit. It's like, oh man, it's a good thing Mum's dead. There's baddies here. Just like in a zombie apocalypse. Why did you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. They would have killed others. I'm more worried about why you had... It wasn't a hard choice, though. Two men were like, okay, you are all fucked if you stay here. You don't have to leave with us, but we're leaving. And then the villagers are like, I guess we'll have to kill you then. Yeah, it's definitely, the answer's definitely one. But how do you know which ones are bad? Because the Dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I don't want to kill a person, please. Are you mad at me? Do I want to dote on her? Okay, I'm going to praise her moral high ground, but at the same time, it's not a promise that what she's doing is okay. Because I want to answer that to toughen her up, but I'm not ready for that yet. Alette smiles at this, then her face sinks again. Yeah, there you go, see? That's what I thought. I guess I would do it if I really had to, but do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skogir is your burden now. Oh, I thought she had fucked off proper. No, she's still here. Alright. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny. My father named me Oddleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? I never care for that expression because it implies that women aren't naturally strong and... I'm going to say people look up to her. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. Why? If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry, it's because my insides feel like they're on fire and I'm... Aww. Aww. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. I thought it was a fairly small village, but whatever. Sure. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something had happened. Why me? Yeah, so me and the chieftain are close, yeah. I've never talked to this sort of very hands-on wife. Alright, fair enough. He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I would vouch for you, because I can't. That's all I can really say. That's wishy-washy. That's nothing, and... Fuck that. come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? Yeah, that's fair. And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. What the fuck? But Captain Marvel said that every woman is strong. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why this is a fantasy game. We don't have to have these tropes. For fuck's sake, if I ever become big, those last 20 seconds there will haunt me. Maybe that's what it means to be a strong woman. In this sort of mindset, yeah, to be able to, you know, they say behind every great man is a even greater woman or something like that. This is basically what that means. Sadly, in this sort of period, women would have to take the back seat even if they are better than the man. You know what? I want to take the responsibility, but also show her that she has value, as opposed to this sort of bittersweet sentiment here. I'll be there when I can, just don't expect any miracles. So that, you know, she knows that she is still a high rank. She is the chief's wife. I'm the chief. Wait, no. You know what I meant. She's the ex-chief's wife, and the current chief, respect her. And respect her authority as well, which I guess is important. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. Well, that's fair. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to camp. Morale improved. Okay, I guess I did that right. That's sweet. That's nice. Got some renown for that conversation. Oh! Okay, side conversations give you renown and morale. That's cool. That's something I could have missed out on. I'm not too interested in doing training battles, to be honest. I might have a look at what they are, but not now. You only really want to... Let's back. She's got her thing. He's got his. This guy's the only guy that leveled up. I kind of want the range people to do their thing first. Did I not level up? Okay. What's the skulls? Oh, XP. Alright. Higher stats, improve your ability, increase your item rank. Promote for 10 renown. Yeah, that's fine. He doesn't need to be a shield breaker, but he needs strength and armor. He is the tank. I could invest one into that. You know, for now, I think I will. Because really you want to be... yeah. Because what you want to be doing is pumping your enemy, your most threatening enemy full of holes as quickly as possible. That's my current mindset on a good combat strategy. That's probably going to change later on, but for now, we'll do this. Wow. She hasn't gotten any kills? Huh. This guy's really been pulling all the weight, but I guess Valar specifically meant to be more powerful. Makes sense. Oh, for fuck's sake. What did I want to do? Not rest. Oh, there's no market here. Fuck. Really? No market? Alright, definitely not resting then. We've got good morale, so we don't need to. How much supplies am I losing? Oh. A small split in the trail. A few fighters stopped to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kid. Hair's still around, we'll have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. So, I'm going to let these guys go because I don't actually understand the significance of this yet. Wish the fighters well. I don't want to be a hard ass. You thank the men for coming to you, but raise your voice for everyone to hear. We all make decisions for ourselves and our families. We're all free to do what we must. Agreement echoes through the caravan as a small group of men take their leave. Oh, it's only a very small. I got renown, -8 fighters, good morale. Okay, things seem to be alright. Complaints of Rafnisner excessive drinking has resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snag canvas through the campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Okay, so now it's more dangerous. Yeah, this guy's not getting drunk anymore. Rafnsnar groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow you'll doubt it be long before he finds another drink, whether or not you'll allow it. Well, if, well, 3 strikes and you're out. I'm sorry, that's how it'll be. Oh, fuck me! Right. Dredge, shouts the man from the back of the caravan. It's Rafnvlbeda, the unabashed drunk, staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to the trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravans as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men... Yeah, you're getting out of here, mate. The man's meagre belongings and some food are thrown in a pile as everyone moves on. He's tied loosely to a tree. You'll expect he'll break his bonds eventually once he sobers up. Please! I swear! He pleads to your back, finally realizing his plight. Whether his dredge were imagined or not, you don't expect to see him again.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellir now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Not much of a city, is it? You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvellir for days. The gates are closed. You come to the stop at the bottom of a hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We cannot stay open in a outside in the open like this. Oddly finds you amongst the many refugees. Look, I just talked to some of the women here. No one is being let in the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Blotsblacker, Greyhorn, and people from Bitra. All the nearby villages. The dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostvellir has locked himself in the Great Hall. That's when they close the gates. When the dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. I can't select something like that, Jesus. I want to know more about what's going on in there. Yeah, that makes sense. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gates. I can get the gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it. Just push really hard. I guess we'll buy some more stuff at the market. For the tanky boy. And for one of the DPS-y boys, probably the less tanky of the two. You approach the gate, where hundreds of people have gathered in the trodden, bloody space in front of the doors. Several pincushion bodies lie unclaimed, as though they simply belonged there. Archers up on the walls make it clear that no one will be getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason when they're not flinging stones and curses. You spend over an hour talking to different people who are all saying the same story. A couple days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates and refused any more refugees. They've got huge stores of supplies in there too, adds one man. They're just hoarding them. We're from Saga! Open the gates, you shout to the archers. Not expecting much, you get as much a response as you expected. I'm willing to try, grunts Ivor. Despite sizing up doors that look like they could hold back an army, and when men start shooting arrows and pouring on top of you, then you kill them, he says. You're not sure this is the most sound plan. No, we're not doing this. This is a terrible idea, you say. We don't even know how many are in there. Ivor folds his arms. He seems almost relieved that he didn't have to live up to his earlier boast. You leave the crowds and head back downhill. There are lots of people gathered around the west houses, said Oddleaf, pointing. Maybe we can find help there, at least make ourselves useful. West houses? West houses. Pretty. Whoa! It becomes wasteland quick. Huh. No, nothing around here. Do I just click the gate again? You approach the gate, blah blah blah, leave the gates, try something else. Am I being retarded? Oh, no, that's the market. Oh my god, it's going to be so obvious, but I'm just fucking brain dead. Oh, that's days of supplies, not... Oh, not the amount of supplies. Yeah, that makes sense. Rest? You spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shuts himself in his great hall and closes the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here, adds Alette. We could help them. We'll tend to the wounded. Alette and Oddleaf spend the day along with the others in your caravan treating wounds, most of which came from the archers at the gates. I overheard one of the women that the city has been sending carts with food around, Oddleaf tells you. Okay. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart, we bring it back in. Oddleaf protests, aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean more food to the refugees. We'll wait and confront them. Keep your sword down until we need it, you tell Ivor. We'll make a deal unless they're looking for a fight. Early the next day you spot another cart leaving the gates of the city. After they've thrown their scraps to the refugees, you approach. Stop, my friend. Stop! My friend wanted to talk to you. It's not what I wanted. I think I can guess why. If we knew there were more fighters and Val out here, Ikil might have brought you in the city. I suppose that's where attacking the gates would have let me. He's in charge up there. In charge of what? Best let him explain. Fine, let's go. There's no reason to steal the cart now. He nods. You follow him back up to the gates where they open the doors for you. A man clad in black approaches you as you step inside. Oh shit, look, he's a fucking loon. Holy fuck. What in the depths is this? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. You said you wanted fighters. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? You think you mean hanging out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? Soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story, anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration, as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, if I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight, you've got your own Varl, that counts for something. I can keep your flocks safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and take back Frostfeller. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine, cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of these damned streets. Think carefully about what you want. We're going inside. We'll stay inside, but we'll fend for ourselves. Fuck this guy. That seems like a very Game of Thrones noble act that will get me fucked over. But I'm going to take it. YOLO. You can feel Ekiel sizing you up on the spot, his hand hovering near his axe. He snorts through his nose, changing his mind. Good luck, then. Hope we don't meet again fighting for the same scraps. With the gates closed, I don't want to be like an underling of this guy, simply put. Ekiel and his men disappear down dark alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. Right! Thank you for watching this episode of... Yo! Yeah! Yeah! Are we back to depressed? That's not depression. But with that, we'll call that an episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the